Hi friends, how are you? Claudine here. In case you're new to my channel, my name is Claudine. I am a hairstylist, makeup artist, and skincare advisor at Sephora. So today I am going to be showing you an eye look for a mature hooded eye. As we age, we definitely, start losing the elasticity around the eyes. I think for the most part, it's really one of the primary areas of my face that I definitely am noticing the aging process a little bit more. But I did have a friend who did request me doing an eye look demonstrating how to do a look on a more hooded eye, as I obviously do have. So today I am going to be using the Jackie Aina palette. It is an absolutely amazing palette. The pigmentation in here is absolutely amazing. So if you don't have this and you do end up getting it, make sure that you dip your brushes in lightly because she is very pigmented. So I am going to do a look that's kind of inspired by the new Natasha Denona Mini Love palette. I currently don't have that one, but I'm going to use colors that are more in that Valentine's pink purple. So I am going to be using kind of this row right here. So Supreme Pinker Big Wig. And then I might be putting in a little bit of the purple metallic which is Shookington, and using Trust Issues as a highlight. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take a kind of like a medium-sized brush. So this is the Sephora Pro Artist Collection number 27. And I am going to start by tapping into Supreme. Now this is a little bit of a lighter color, so you don't have to be quite as light with this one as you would be. So I've kind of, as you can see, put it a little bit onto the side, but a bit more onto the tip. The reason why is I'm going to turn it this way. So you can see the part that doesn't have the shadow is against the lid of my eye. And so I'm going to use the palette here for a mirror. So what I'm going to do is now I know the shape of my eye. If you're not overly comfortable with your eye shape, what you're going to do is, turn it this way, and you're going to start tapping in this area. Now I'm going to close my eye to do this. Now you can see I'm patting, because what I'm trying to do right now is lay down the pigment. You want to do windshield wiper motions or even circular. Now if you go circular, you want to go in circular and out circular so that you're getting equal buffing either direction. Oh, sorry, I just noticed I have a little piece of brow product there. So that's kind of what you want to do. So again, we're going to go in. Now, the reason why I'm going above my crease is you can see that I have a lot more real estate here than I do in this area, as most people with hooded eyes do. By bringing that up, you're creating basically a crease that's kind of a fake crease. So it's going to basically help to open the eye area up. Now I'm going to start doing some buffing, because I'm happy with the amount of pigment that I've got there. Now, I didn't drag it in quite enough, so I'm just going to kind of graze the interior here. Okay, so there we go. So we're going to switch brushes here, and the reason why is we're going to start building up a little bit of depth into the corner. I am going to go in next with Pinker, which is this color here. Oh, and by the way, I am using the Sephora Pro Collection brush number 15. So it's the same kind of general shape as the, oh my gosh, you always forget your numbers, 27, but it's much, much smaller. So it's going to basically help me to focus this slightly darker color in a specific area. So again, we're just gonna go slightly, so you can see where the fold of my eye is right here. So I'm going just above it. Again, trying to create this false crease area. And I'm also going to bring it down towards my lash line. And again, we want to basically use patting motions, as you can see here. Now I'm going to use just very gentle little circular motions. And when I'm going back in for a little bit more product, I pick up the smallest amount. And now I'm gonna kind of buff this color out a little bit. I like really soft, blown out kind of colors, and those who know me can know that you know, my favorite facial feature is definitely my eyes. So I'm picking up the 27 again, which I've not added any more product to it. All I'm doing is I'm kind of using it to buff out the edges because it's a little bit bigger, a little bit fluffier. There's no added new product to here. It's just, I really like diffusing my edges. Now to do that, you really want to have some patience. Don't speed up. If you want to do an eye look that is a lot quicker, one light color through the lid, a little bit of a medium deep kind of color through your crease area, and you know, just you got to buff it out a little bit so that you get that diffusion. Whereas the majority of people, like professional makeup artists, will use sometimes up to 8 different colors on an eye, and that's just to create gradient and everything else. Okay, so I'm now going to use the same, again, the number 15 brush, and I'm going to go into Big Wig, which is the deep purple color right here. So you heard me just tap it off just slightly. And again, I'm just creating a nice smoky gradient diffusion of color here. Now I have this interesting little thing happening with my eyelid. There's a spot right there that seems to kind of bubble outward. So again, to create an illusion, deep recedes, light colors bring things out. So i.e. highlighter brings out the cheekbones, or the eyebrow area, like if you're putting a little bit of a highlight color up there. So because I have this like little annoying spot that I'm sure most people don't see, but I do, I'm just gonna kind of add a little bit of more depth in that one little spot. Here we go. Now I am getting just the tiniest little bit of fallout. There we go, it's gone. So again, now I'm going to take that same, oh, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to use my smudger brush. So this is a Japanesque 346, so it's a smudger brush. I'm going to grab some of Big Wig, that purple color we were just using. And I'm going to put that right along the lash line on the lower lashes. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up my 27 brush again and pick up a little bit of that pink Supreme color. And I'm going to go over top of that to blow it out. And I'm literally just grazing the pan. I'm picking up just the smallest amount of product. There we go. So you can see I'm getting a really nice gradient of color. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take that Supreme color and I'm going to go on the inside, on this side of the purples that I was just using. Again, because I want to create almost a similar gradient in color, but on the interior of the inner corner. Okay. The other nice thing about using these smudger brushes is, again, because I am getting a little bit older, I do find eyeliners to be just a little bit too harsh. So I actually really enjoy using powders to create almost like an eyeliner. So I do really quite enjoy using my smudger brush to create almost like an eyeliner effect. All right, so now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using finger at this point. So I'm going to be basically dipping into Trust Issues. You can see that I use it a lot. It's a really beautiful color. It is a bit of like, has a bit of a shift to it. So it is definitely a little bit of a duochrome. So if you can see, I'm starting in my inner corner first and just really gently, again, you know, aging eyelids, we don't need to add any more wrinkles. And then I'm just kind of if you saw, I was just kind of grazing it over the other colors. So there we go. So what I'm going to do now is, again, take my 27 back into that pink Supreme, and I'm just going to add a little bit back in there just to kind of blend those two colors together. And then I'm going to pick up my 15 again and go back into that deep purple color, Big Wig, and we're just going to add a little bit more depth here. But then picking up again the 27, we're just going to kind of blow out those edges again. Again, no more new product on the brush though. Just doing a bit of blending. Okay. So I am going to take my smudger brush again and pick up just a tiny little bit more of Big Wig. And I'm just taking it across my upper lash line there. So I think what I'm going to do is, I'm really liking the way this is looking, but I want to actually add in that Shookington, I think I'm enunciating that properly, which is this metallic purple. Again, super, super pretty. The one thing I will say about ABH metallic shimmers, duos, is that they do tend to apply a lot better with your finger. You'll also get a little less fallout. So you can see that I'm really being gentle on how I'm patting this onto my lid. Okay, so now I'm just gonna have a cloth next to me here on a stool. So now that's there. I'm gonna take the 15 brush, which I had used the Big Wig on, which is that matte deep purple in the palette. And now I'm just gonna graze over the edges of that color. And then again, picking up a little bit of that light. Isn't she pretty? That's just so pretty. And just tapping it over the edges, just basically, and then taking a clean finger and just kind of mushing them together. That got a little bit patchy, so give me a second. And it's not to say that you can't pick up the metallics with a brush. I've actually picked up the Shookington with a brush this time, and I'm just grazing, because I didn't like how when I put those two together, this one got patchy. I've never had that happen. I've had this palette for quite a long time now. Now I'm going to take, now this is a really old brush. This was one of the brushes from like when I took my makeup course originally. So she's over 20 years old, but she still looks good. She's aging well. So I'm just going to go into Trust Issues and just like the tiniest little bit onto my brush. This brush I think is similar to one of MAC's brushes. So it's a really just tiny flat packer brush. And then whatever's left on the brush, I'm just gonna graze up at my brow area. And mind that my brows they need doing quite badly. You know, I live in Southern Ontario, and we are still currently on lockdown number 2. So getting your brows done is certainly not happening right now. So there we go. So I'm gonna step off camera and I'm gonna finish the other eye and put some mascara on, and I will be right back. Okay, so here it is, the completed look. I finished this off with the NARS Climax Extreme Mascara. It is an amazing one. I'm very much enjoying using this one. It was given to me, I work at Sephora, so they do give us a lot of free product. If you were like a YouTube influencer, you would call it PR. For us, it's gratis. The other thing I want to mention in this is this really pretty kind of like glossy balmy thing I have on my mouth. So this is the new Rare Beauty. It is, oh my gosh, I am apologizing that I am having a brain fart right now. But this is their new like lip gloss balm. I can't remember exactly what it's called. I have it in the color Nearly Mauve. It is really, really pretty. It's very moisturizing, which being that in Canada, we're obviously in winter, so lips get dry very easily. It does come off if you are wearing a mask, so because it is more of like a glossy balm, so it will come off quite easily if you are wearing a mask. That being said, it's very comfortable. So if you are looking for something that gives you like a sheer wash of color on the lips that's really, really hydrating but looks a bit like a gloss, I really highly recommend this. It does come in a really nice array of colors as well, but they're absolutely amazing as well. So I just wanted to give that a little shout out as a product I'm really enjoying right now. So thank you for spending your time here with me. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping that you're having a great day, and then hopefully we'll see you soon. So if you would like, I'd very much enjoy it if you subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really would help me out. Enjoy your day, and thank you again. Bye.